It's a messy Monday, it's a messy Monday.
Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 5 of Messy Mondays with your girl Shomi and your girl Molly Mar.
What's
Hey Molly,
up?
what's up?
Hey guys.
I'm so happy that we are back on our 5th episode. We had such an amazing response on episode 4. Thank you so much for tuning in, listening. It was so dope to hear that even Gina, I heard, had like a reaction to what we said. I love that. We finally get to hear what you guys think.
Yeah, Gina definitely got back to us with kind of answering some of our questions that we've had, concerns. She did want to say that her and her Martin were on a break. So I guess that gives her a little bit of leeway and kind of movement to what she's doing. But it like...
So like she got permission for it because they were on a break?
I didn't ask if she got permission, but I guess she finds it as a permission when you go on a break. Just like Dwayne Wade found it as on a break, go have a baby with another woman.
I'm not sure if that's what Gabrielle Union actually meant, but yeah, that's pretty much what he... I don't know if your Martin's going to be okay with finding out about Tommy and, you know what I'm saying, and just using it to the fact that you was on a break. I don't know.
Breaks are dangerous moves. Like, people can agree to a break doesn't necessarily mean that it's a real break. So
Right.
It's being cautious.
It's definitely kind of... It leads to messy situations, and that's why she was a perfect candidate for a Messy Monday story.
I love it. Other people just wanted her to make a decision. Just pick one or the other, let him go. It is what it is. And others say, girl, do your thing. And a lot of women are very like, do your thing. If you play in the field out there, if you got your rotation in order, let it happen.
I like rotation. That's the hashtag that I'm definitely going to hop on. I love rotation. I love it. That could be an episode 5 classic. You know what I'm saying?
That rotation. Well, that's from Insecure also. I got to get you on Insecure.
I know. You always tell me, like, I need to start. I'm one of those people that when shows are, like, really good, I have to wait till the end to watch it. I don't know why.
You gotta get in this one.
Well, one of the best things about today's episode that's going to be really unique for all you listeners is that we actually have a special guest joining us tonight. How awesome.
I'm so excited. Officially, like, special guest. Friend of the pod.
Guess what? It's a guy, ladies and gentlemen. For all the guys that tell me, yo, y'all need to go get some guys in there. Y'all always talking from the girl. Like, we finally have a guy. Like, he's going to be sharing some of his own messy stories, which is actually kind of dope. But aside from that, James Nino is in the building. Please say hi to everybody in the podcast world.
What's up, Messy Mondays? It's your boy James Nino. Glad to be here.
Welcome to the
Yay!
pod.
So we have some bass in the tone.
And not these girly laughs. And we're going to try not to be so judgmental either. We try not to be judgy. Right? So we're open to the man's side of stories and messy stories.
Absolutely. And not only that, like even in the other stories, that's why we try to be as objective as possible.
Definitely.
Versus being, oh, she's the victim or he's the victim. It's like, let's look at this objectively. I hope you don't trigger like an old story, you know what I'm saying? Something we've been through. And like,
oh, I remember when that shit was done to me. Let me tell you what I did.
Well, I mean, if this has been done to you before, I don't know if I feel sorry for you, if I could just tell you congratulations or what. It depends on what side of the coin you're on.
Oh, jeez.
But, you know, in tradition of Messy Mondays, I listened to a couple of previous podcasts. And I don't know, like, if it's going to get messier than this, so.
It's a competition, ladies and gentlemen.
Send us your messy story to compete with this one afterwards. And let's find out.
That's how I felt, stepping up to the game, you know, so. At the end of the day, we're going to learn something.
He said it was cookies, our last stories.
Oh.
He said light.
It's light. That's a light meal. All right.
So, if I understand the format, you know, I'm Martin, and I'm going to tell about a story once upon a time in Martin's lifetime, right? That's how this goes?
Right. So for those of you who are catching up, remember, we always change the name of the characters to protect their identity. James Nino, to play along, we all know it's him, but he is Martin in this story. So when he refers to Martin, it's as if he's speaking of himself. So from there, I'm going to let him take the reins, and he's going to do his thing.
All right. So, introduce Martin, right? Everybody knows Martin got not only his wife Gina, but he also got homeboys, Cole, Tommy, boys he'd been with since, they was on young, coming up, been through the thick and thin, seen everything. So Martin, unlikely though, ends up working with one of his homeboys. Now we all know Tommy don't work, so it can't be Tommy.
That's a great reference.
That's impossible.
That gives us some character in the people themselves. So this is good.
Right. He's put thought into this. Have you noticed, Marty? I feel like he's put thought into this.
So he ends up working with Cole. Okay. Now, at their job, they happen to be on the road. Sometimes your job calls you have to go on a business trip or whatever the case may be. But happily, where Tommy and Cole were going for work, one of Cole's family members had to stay in the local area. So we actually had options as employees where we could have gotten a hotel or a credit equivalent to the hotel. So because we had that option and we technically had a place to stay, why not get the free money? So
can you do that?
Well, I mean, and when you're at that level, in that position, they were kind of free range with it because they cut you a little bit less on the check versus if you actually had to stay at the hotel for where they were trying to put us up at. So at the end of the day, we end up staying at Cole's family's house. Happens to be his aunt. Okay? Now, his aunt, I want to say about late 30s, early 40s, cute Latin girl, actually. and I just kind of want to I don't want to put a nationality to anything, but I just feel Latin females a little bit more spicier, and you have to be spicy to entertain what's about to happen. Okay, so
that's a great one.
What a segue!
Yes, I love that. It's a great description.
So we happen to be there for a week. It's a week training. We're out there for a week, right? Now, in between this time, I like to stay physically fit. I feel very important about my physique and everything like that. And the training facility we're at didn't have any gym or anything like that. There wasn't a local gym. So I used to just work out in the backyard of the aunt's house. They had a tree I used to do pull-ups on.
Hold up. So we doing the Mrs. Robinson thing now.
You took the words out of my mouth. This is The Graduate.
Right. Like, come on. Are you kidding? He's literally working outside. He is working out with no shirt on in front of the frustrated wife in the house.
You
like,
might
this
as well
is like
have
a
been
movie right now.
You might as well have been the pool boy out there.
I wouldn't say all that. I'm just trying to make sure I stay fit. I'm gone for a week. I'm trying to keep things in the range. It's natural. It's natural. That it was a nice setting. You could see a sunset. It was a water backdrop. So I liked working out back there.
Okay.
I wasn't mine. So anyways, this, that, and the third, it ends up coming up on the end of the week, right? We're getting ready to leave, and it happens to be, I don't really remember the celebration, whether it was a birthday or a promotion or whatever, but there ends up being a reason that we all start drinking, okay? Now.
It was a Saturday,
So throughout that week, she's cooking for us. She's feeding us. A couple, slick comments are kind of made, but it's all fun and games. Everybody, because she's not relatively that much older, and she dressed young, she looked young, whatever the case may be.
But when you say relatively not that much older, you said she was like 39? 38?
I don't know. It's definitely above 37.
And
36,
you were
above.
At this time?
I'm probably... I don't know if I can even divulge that information.
Okay. So there's a considerable gap in the age, we can say.
Yeah.
Okay. We got that.
So, all right. So throughout the week, whatever the case may be, fast forward to the little party. We end up drinking. Everybody's drinking. It ends up being about, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's knocked out. Now, I don't really know what the fuck I was thinking, but I just grabbed her and pulled her up.
Excuse me?
Crazy. Not even kidding. She just got up all kind of, You know how women walk when they know what's about to happen?
Whoa.
We walk when we know what's about to happen. But you're saying that she was reciprocating, like this was an equal thing.
This seemed like me and her planned without saying to be the last two people awake.
So it was like a mating call? Like she walked like a mating... Like you're saying like she was giving you a mating call?
I'm just saying that it seemed like two people understood we need to be the last two people awake right now.
Okay. I can agree with. That can happen. There's like an energy.
There's an energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I believe that. Because I believe that.
All
like,
right.
that can happen even like if you're out and about. Like there's an energy with... Okay.
All right.
Continue.
Now, what is a little, surprising to me is how easily she just got up. So...
Okay, guys, we're really not that surprised, right? Because clearly she's been throwing the pussy at you all day. So
has she? Where's respect and morals? She's got kids. She's got family. She's going through maybe a separation, maybe divorce, maybe not.
First
Nobody
of all,
even knows where they're at right now.
I didn't say why. I said based on what you said, she was kind of throwing the pussy at you.
How? I'm working out. That's fine. People can work out. And she's cooking for her family. That's fine. Who's throwing pussy?
My question.
I want to know who's throwing pussy. Because if my aunt does that for somebody, I don't think she's throwing pussy. She's 75. She's not throwing any pussy. She wants to make sure you can eat. And she's like, that's nice. He's staying fit. There's no pussy thrown there at every single time.
Yeah, but you kind of inferred a bit.
Yeah.
That she kind of gave you the green light.
You could tell somebody was appreciating. And she was being just as nice to me as anybody else.
But can't you say that you were putting yourself out there with your shirt off and everything?
I'm going to be 100% honest.
Absolutely. No.
100% honest.
Okay.
All right. Did I look when we walked in the door? Yes. But I didn't look at her. I looked at her daughter.
So you had no intentions. Like this wasn't like a planned throughout.
Well, when you're thinking about I'm going to my homeboy's family, are you thinking about smashing the homie's aunt or mother?
No, it's usually the cousin.
It's usually the cousin.
It's the cousin.
And the cousins are cool because you're like, yo, homeboy, you know me. He's like, yeah, I do know you. You cool. This is my cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's no problem.
Because it's too much when it's a sister.
Exactly.
And aunt is wild as fuck. I'm saying.
And not to water it down for everybody right there, between cousin, sister, the cousin versus sisters, maybe the sister would make it juicier, but just, we got some more coming. So what happens is I pull her up, pull in the bedroom. I just end up throwing her down, boom. Shirt comes off, pants comes off, she starts giving me top out of nowhere. And that was ABC. Now, from there, turns into sex, amazing, loud. I don't understand how nobody wakes up. This is crazy to me.
So there's noise
This
involved?
is ridiculous to me. I'm smashing brains.
Hold on, but wait.
There's noise involved. Like there's like pure.
People are drunk. Remember, it's right when everybody passes out when they're the most drunk.
Got it.
Feel me?
Yeah.
So, boom. So we end up smashing twice in that night. That's not the crazy part. Crazy part is I wake up in her bed. I take the walk out of the room. She ends up sleeping out on the couch. I take the walk out of the room of her bed. Everybody was like, yo, you walking out the room like you run shit around here. I was like, nah.
You a guest in
because when they woke up, she was on the couch. So it was a little just, but nothing major. Nothing
why
major.
she did that to covor it up? So
Yeah. She went back out to the couch. Like, all right, we're done smashing. I'm gonna go lay on the couch.
So
I can't
it won't
give
look
it away.
crazy.
Boom.
Right.
Won't look crazy. Okay. All right. So I walk out. Everything is whatever, but everything is cool. Nothing is surprised at that point in time. Now, this to me is a little bit crazy because was it unexpected? Yes. Did it happen out of nowhere? Yes. Who I was looking at was not even the case. Where the turn is within hours of that same evening.
Oh my God.
We end up getting drunk again because we're not leaving till the next day. Who do I end up smashing? The daughter. Right in the living room floor. Loving it. Mother-daughter combo.
That is fucking...
Of the homie.
You sound so goddamn fucking sinister. Like, you sound evil as fuck, by the way. Like, I just looked at your face. You were, like, fucking salivating as he said it. It was terrible. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yo. Credits to your stamina, right? Because...
Shut out.
I appreciate that. It's not easy. You got to go rounds with multiple people. It's not easy, okay? And you got to deliver, because if you don't deliver, they could talk. The ones when you deliver, they keep quiet because they want it again.
Actually, wait, no. Well, that's a good point, actually. Touche. I never even thought of that. But he's right. Women always share when it's whack.
Of course.
Always. Like, when it's whack, you are so ready to tell your homegirls, like, yo, this shit, he came too quick. His dick was mad small. That shit was whack. Like, we love to talk about when it's bad.
Definitely.
Always.
And that's why I give you the credit for the stamina, because you said with the auntie or moms, it happened twice in that same night. And drunk, right. That's, you can...
Right, that Henny.
You know, complete credit for you.
And a quick, to all the ladies real quick, just because he has a bad timeout, don't prejudge him though. He could get you the second round. You don't know it, so don't share him just because the first round was bad. Just want to put that out.
Okay.
I mean, there's usually like a 3-strike rule.
3 strikes. We go 3 strikes.
Right.
I mean, we're only asking for 2, but we'll take 3. Niggas will take 5.
It should be corrected in 2. Niggas, it should be corrected in 2, but it could be 3.
It can.
Yeah.
It's happened.
I mean.
But all right, now we're with the daughter.
Now, boom. Daughter. I mean, she's just nasty as the mother. They were both nasty.
Oh my God, this is so uncomfortable.
This is crazy. I mean, like swallowing, fucking, this, that, and the third. And everybody wrap up, but unfortunately I didn't. So I just made sure it was all in the family.
My God.
Just make sure you're safe out there. I'm 100% USDA certified clean. But I promise you, sometimes it gets ugly in these streets.
USDA clean, like actual meat too, by the way. I can't with that reference.
Yo, I literally did me presine right now. I promise.
They're praying in here.
No, like me presine, I swear. Like I felt it.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Lord.
No, but, wow, like... I mean, is that it? Are we done?
Let's go to the moral of the story.
Oh, wait. The moral of the story. I think the last thing there was moral in this story, to be honest with you.
Excuse me.
But to me, that's wild dirty. I'm sorry. That's wild dirty, yo.
Did they find out about each other?
What's that now?
Did they find out about each other?
Definitely not. Nobody found out about anything. I'm a fucking smooth criminal.
Oh my God.
This shit better not expose me. But at this point in time, it won't. Because...
Damn.
It never happened. It happened.
And your friend? Son. Did your friend ever find out?
Yeah. What if they listen to this, no?
I mean, I don't know him anymore.
So the statute of limitations are up on this one.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Shout outs to all my peoples and all the peoples that still mess with me, but... You know, I'm just telling you, I could just tell you stories about crime, I could tell you stories about, I got more stories than Charlie Murphy. But I promise you, sometimes shit get crazy.
I want to understand men's fantasy about having the mother-daughter combo.
No, that's a big porno search. Let's be real.
Really, though?
It is.
What is that about, though? I'm interested in knowing that as well, because why?
All right, so, you know, everybody always loves as far as, like, having a challenge to anything. And it's very difficult to get a mature woman to already want to sleep with you if you are a younger male like myself. Now, on the flip side of that, how are you able to juggle that with the daughter separately is not a big deal. Honestly, I don't think that's a big deal. The big deal is doing it together, because that's some nasty shit.
That's not okay.
It's not okay.
It's not okay.
But this is what dudes look up on fucking porno. Mom and daughter fantasies. And it's not because they fuck one at each other time. It's because they fuck them together. So, you know, at the end of the day, the separate thing is cool. And that's, if anything, if that's what you're going to do, make sure you swing that way. The other way is not cool. But what I will say is, sisters is cool. You know, I'm going to be honest. Sisters is cool. Cousins is cool.
But why is it more stimulating that they're related? Like, what about that is interesting?
If you find one female sexy, ask any dude, as long as her sister looks halfway as good, if not equivalent, which most of the time sisters do kind of come in groups of prettiness, and you can, kind of think of some. He's going to love it because he can think you're both pretty. He would have talked to each one of you. Now, if one sister is beautiful and the other sister is a monster, no, it's not going to happen. But at the end of the day, most sisters are pretty.
Right. Because you're right, because they do resemble one another.
Yeah, because guys have this thing of like fantasy and achieving goals of certain kind. Right, like a threesome is a goal probably of every man. Like, right, like unlocking a game or something, like the next level of things. And it's like a lot of competition also between men.
But
right?
I've even met guys that say that they don't like threesomes. I've met men that have said that they feel as if it's like, I guess, too much work sometimes or too much effort. Like, I don't know. Like, I've the guys that have said that to me, it wasn't like they said that there wasn't anything wrong with it. It wasn't that they hadn't tried it. They were like, like it wasn't necessarily their go-to. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said they did it, but it was, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I'm going to give you a perspective on threesome as far as what's actually enjoyable and what some may perceive as too much work. To make two women come is very difficult. It's already hard enough to make one woman come.
I can see that. I mean, right. At least.
So if you get two females to give you a threesome in real life, ask me, I know, they both want to come. They don't. One doesn't not want to and one doesn't not want to.
Right.
So you got to put in work as a dude to make sure that they both come, because if you don't, the one that didn't is going to talk. Now, or maybe not be a part of it again. Now, the best thing about a threesome is when they're both sucking your dick. It's not when you're fucking them. It's when one is sucking the shaft and the other sucking the balls. That's the number one stunner. And doubt me if you want to, but until you've had it done, you don't know life.
So I've never participated in one, but I don't think a woman signs up for a threesome not to get her end of the bargain on that situation.
Exactly.
I don't think anyone signs up for a threesome, regardless of the gender, to not get something out of it, for sure.
Like, you're crossing a line out of a threesome. It is not about love when you walk into a threesome. Not even about accidental love. Because you could accidentally fuck somebody and fall in love or catch feelings. Yeah. You're not going to catch feelings for two people.
No, but what if it's a couple that's what they do for like their birthday? Like that happens too. There's couples that they have threesomes for special occasions, and that's like their little treat. Like that doesn't mean that there isn't love involved. It's just that this is part of the way they express love for each other.
But that's not the same thing as negotiating a threesome with two females you just met or that you put together.
Those are two completely different scenarios.
That's kind of using somebody as like a dildo, a human dildo.
Okay, that's an interesting
When you're a couple and you go hire females or you go swing with a female as your third party, that's your human dildo.
Wow.
That's not a threesome. You're fake. That's pump faking in the threesome game. Real threesomes, that's UGK, bum B. Real threesomes is not you with another nigga either doing a female. That's no.
That's
a threesome. Yeah, you could train it out, but that's not a threesome. Niggas confuse the two and be like, yeah, I had a threesome.
No, but it's a threesome if the guys are fucking each other too.
Yeah.
We're not talking about guys.
But that's, hello, it's real though.
Right, but we can do that next show. What I'm talking about is you and your homeboy and your other homeboy can fuck a female and y'all not fuck each other, all right? This is not taking that left. But that is a train. But some dudes will say they had a threesome when it was just them and their homeboy fucking a girl. That's not a threesome. A threesome is you with two females or you and two of the opposite sex.
Okay. Clarification on the threesome. I see what you mean.
So the girl could have said she had a threesome.
We have a very clear understanding of this.
Glossary has been made for this.
I'm just trying to.
No, I appreciate it. So back to mom and daughter.
What do you learn from it?
Right? I want to understand, like, your feeling or, like, your emotion kind of in that process. So, like, actually, once you've already achieved that, like, next level, that now that you have the daughter.
I'm sure he felt so fucking on 1,000. He was, like, probably on 1,000. That's like a male conquest. Like, I feel like men want to be the conquistadors still. And it's like you get that feeling.
Yeah, so did you boast about it? Like, did you...
Who am I gonna boast to? That was gonna cause serious problems. Nah, you don't boast to nobody about that. You just keep your shit to yourself. And what it was, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I was, like I said, I didn't go into it thinking, oh, I'm trying to do A, and B, and C. I was just trying to get some pussy. It just happened to be the pussy I got was that type of connection. But that's what... And then it's, you know what I'm saying? It's like shooting the 3, hitting it, but they foul you, and it's a 4-point play. And it's like, you know, boom. You know, I'm out here.
The worst connection thought about it. That's
I'm in the league. I'm out here, baby.
The connection about it, I'm thinking about, like, that's the daughter that came out of that same pussy from the one.
I want to know, do they ever put it together? Was there ever a moment that they walked past each other and be like, You know how females sense that you fuck the same person they fuck?
Not
Yes.
really. Not
All
really.
right,
Not with
let's
a
be
mother and
honest.
daughter. It's a little different.
Well, okay, you can say whatever you want, but your daughter is damn near a grown woman at that point in time. And secondly, not one female can say that she's not at one place with her man and a girl walks up to her that even accidentally, but it's because she has to be in a close space with you, will give it up. So you're having a dinner, you're spending the entire night at the dinner, and then at the house. At some point in time, it's gonna slip up. She's gonna do something accidentally that's gonna make you think, I need to watch that girl. Not that you fucking her, that point in time, you think, I need to watch her.
I understand. As a woman, when you notice, I know what you're saying. When you're sensing the environment and you see what it is, it's like you kind of can tell. It is like an animal thing. Like, it's like, look, bitch, I see what you're doing and I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell.
Where you be like, back up a little bit.
So
like
it's been years. Did it ever get put together is all I'm saying. I don't know.
I think that this shit is wild as fuck. I'm sorry. I really think that, like, if they know and they're comfortable with it, it's weird.
That is.
I would love it.
It's weird.
Call me.
Oh my God. It's like really weird though. It is
If
weird.
you're comfortable with it, call me.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
If y'all guys are listening, call us and tell us your side of the story. Because I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other shit that we don't even know happened that day. Apparently that weekend was popping. What was mom doing second night when you was smashing in the living room? Like, she must have been getting dick too. We don't even know.
We don't know.
Nobody knows.
We don't.
Nobody
I mean,
knows.
I find it interesting when, like, they just took, like, hey, the house guest is here and we're going to use them to our advantage. Both of them. What is their life?
Yeah, let's talk about that. What about the decisions in their mind? Each of them.
Right.
So we're not trying to be
Sure.
judgy, right? We're not going to be judgy, but I'm just saying.
Exactly.
A man came through.
I'm not hard on the eyes, but where's the self-respect?
No.
Is it purely physical? Because females always want to act like they're not physical, and I always get ahead with females by bringing that animal physical instinct out of them, and I think that they should embellish that more instead of trying to play like that's not them.
You're a feminist. Say it.
I don't know.
That's some feminist shit to say. What you just said. That women have to act on their. That women have to act on their actual instinct that they do want to also be sexual beings and just do what you want to do and don't second guess yourself.
Not a
Stop
problem.
playing games because
I promote it.
Because look, that's why I actually respect what moms did in this story, to be honest, because she kind of just took initiative on something that she wanted, honestly. And I know that might sound dirty, but I feel like there was nothing wrong with what moms did. Moms is a grown-ass woman and she just wanted to have sex. Now, as far as the daughter having sex in the living room while your mom's is in the room is a lot for me.
It's crazy.
It's a lot for me.
Not even on the couch. We're on the floor.
That's a lot for me. Like, mom is in the
But you got to get it on the
it's a
floor.
lot.
Couch makes noise.
It's a lot.
But
go ahead.
That's a lot. That is a lot. The fact that the daughter was just like, we'll do this right here. And then, by the way, yes, you do sound like a feminist. It does sound very slut walk. You'll be out there with Amber Rose. Be out there with
I
us.
didn't do no slow walks.
Huh?
I love women. You know, I just want to put that out there. I treat none of them intentionally bad. It's just I have a lot of hiccups.
That way.
No, it's just hiccups sometimes, and you know, sometimes you have hiccups. That's all I can say.
What's a hiccup?
A hiccup is where, unfortunately, you can't react in a situation with emotion. And because women are very emotional, they then won't understand the reasoning behind your actions. And you try to explain, but because you're unemotional behind it.
And you were in a hiccup stage of your life, you mean?
No, I'm just saying in general. You know, when the reason why something like that could even transpire is because you're not thinking about stuff all the way through. You're thinking about within the moment. And then while at the end of the day, a hiccup is the same equivalency. Maybe not that severity of a situation, but maybe she wants this, you have to do that. And because you didn't think it all the way through and you were acting on the moment, you put her in a position where she thought this would be certified or this would be 100% or this wouldn't be a problem to initiate. So all of these things, whether good, bad, big or small hiccups is what I call them, you know, so maybe somebody else calls them learning experiences or whatever the case may be. It's life.
That is, though, when we just think of just like reactionary and just making it happen, that is when we are in our like we're back to that word rotation. Like that's when we're in our, we're just doing this without the emotion. Women are capable of doing it without their emotions. And that's the women that you've had.
I agree with you.
Those are the women that you had. They had, there was no thought process to it. They wanted to get their end. They wanted to have fun. They wanted to achieve whatever it is. But there was no connection to it. And that's why they can make it happen without a thought. And women are capable, or, you know, we have that in us. We have our breaking points where we're just going to be out here and not care about it. And not do anything else. So
That's the girl from Memphis.
I applaud you in a sense that you can do something like that.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, it takes guts.
It takes a lot of guts. In
A1
essence.
bold.
But, and I think they were just in a place where they were just like, shit, I need to get off. Why not? Just like you.
Right. And I mean, yeah, I'm sure that they were just reacting to they knew they were never going to see you again. They knew it was just for the weekend. That it's the type of thing that is like, yo, this is a perfect opportunity for me to do something. Who knows if maybe the young one had a boyfriend and he wasn't there. And it was like, this might be the only way I can ever slide. You know, we don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? So they could be just as guilty as you are. And what if one of them already knew or suspected something and still went with it? You know what I'm saying? It's possible.
Definitely.
It's possible.
It is possible. Like, I feel like in this scenario, it's highly likely.
That would be crazy.
Look at that. And you would love it. You would love the twist of that story, too.
What I just want is just more raw data. So, anytime you guys need some more crazy shit, you let me know and we'll just match it up. And we're going to find out on both a male and a female aspect how much of us are animals and how much of us are beings. Because
okay, break that down.
Everything that I do in my personal / business life, I often resemble when in the free time I'm watching stuff like Animal Planet, National Geographic, so forth. And because of how necessarily Pride Alliance reacts and who's respected within that pride and how these things become the leaders of their territory, you can apply that to anybody that at any spot in life and what they do. Are you attacking? Are you running? Are you a meat eater? Are you a vegetarian? Are you lurking in the water? Are you lurking in the grass? Or can you be seen by everybody? There's a different animal in each of us. And I really feel that when you embrace that 100%, you'll find yourself flourishing more than you ever could think of, because people try to be way too analytical. And I believe that was a lot of my problem as an earlier youth, is thinking too much instead of reacting.
So what animal do you think you are?
I'm a panther.
A panther.
To be specific, they run in singularity. They're not in packs. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm down here in Miami, Florida. I'm adopted. Everybody knows me, but they often see me by myself. I have very few friends, very many I was about to say accomplices.
Acquaintances.
Accomplices.
I was about to say
we all need some accomplices
that
too.
concerns me.
We'll say acquaintances.
acquaintances.
My bad. But at the same token, they hunt from above. They hunt in the trees. They're not really lurking in the grass. So that's me kind of thinking ahead, trying to predict things in the future and how I can make things happen well in advance while presenting it now. And then just how they look, how they sleek, I kind of have that look, I feel.
Do you know? Because I don't see it.
Ooh, we would say that one time, but I got a comment buyers talking about we looking good out here, so I'm just saying.
Wow.
Check the gram.
So now we doing that. Wow. Okay. I'm not even gonna be petty, because you definitely was active, very recent on my post. So we're gonna leave it at that.
Because you was looking good.
Okay. All right. But I'm just saying though, you see how he tried to make it seem like it's me?
See.
Listen, she put on a green dress.
Oh my God.
And all of a sudden was trending for 38 hours.
Oh my God.
I said, what the fuck happened? No, it started with a red dress. Now we're here. And we're at the green dress now. Is how I felt. I was like, first, can you manage me? Second, can you be in the video? I just want to know.
So you
Really?
know, women always, we strategize our Instagrams. Women put...
Do we now? Go ahead. Preach,
women
girl.
put in thought process. We look at the last one to see how long ago that last one went up and what was the like on that one. Figure out the times. Make sure it goes up right. So what she did was on point because she gave you the sneak peek.
Oh, of course.
You know what? Honestly,
I support.
I didn't even do it with that strategic plan, but it sounds so much better the way you said it that I'm going to go with it. Because that shit sounds like I'm a calculated mastermind. I love it.
Beyonce.
I fucking love
Beyonce masterminds and figures and plans it out before putting it out, right?
No, she does.
And
sure.
Instagram has become this...
Her and Jay-Z, they mastermind.
Well, Jay-Z.
Well,
the thing is that Jay-Z's
damn that shit. The whole New York ain't listening.
No. The thing is that Jay-Z doesn't have like an online presence like that. Like that's not his thing.
He knows everything.
Yeah, but then you got to think about that. To not have an online presence and make the type of powerful sound he makes every time he releases something. No, that's what I'm saying. The shit is unbelievable. But what I'm talking about is Beyonce has a little bit more of a social presence than Jay-Z does because she's still a little more poppy. So she has like a little bit more activity on her Instagram than Jay-Z does for sure. I call it different
But
tools.
you see,
one's got big teeth, the other's got big claws.
Okay.
You see how they give you what you want to see, or they give you limited amount of what you can see. That's how we think now with our Instagrams, and that's how we kind of strategize with ourselves. Like,
or you should. That's for the overposters, guys. Pay attention, because overposting is really annoying.
it is because then you're just like, this is the same shit. You're not surprising me with anything else. So. Exactly. That's why I saw your post as the perfect strategy, because there was a sneak peek the day before, and now there's another peek the next day. So when you say you're a panther, right? I want to just loop back into there, right? I like your analogy of it because you said you guys kind of like panthers kind of stroll into it at ease, right? They plan ahead. And I think women are like that too. I've never heard of how a panther actually functions. Or any other than, I don't know. I've never heard about what panthers do, but that was a great
YouTube it
kind of overall.
No, it was dope. It was a dope explanation.
Dope explanation. I don't know what I would call myself, and I'm afraid to call myself any animal. But
I feel like I should have to research it a bit before I claim one because I've never thought that way.
Why?
You guys are always watching Discovery Channel and Animal Planet because you guys are like plotting like moves. Like
I approach females like an animal,
because it
works.
Oh, we're gonna circle back to that. But what I was saying is that like. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I never really got why guys always like watching these type of networks, but now I get it. Like, they're like thinking on another level. It's been awesome to get to know James Nino and to get to know your personality, because normally what I really like about this option on our podcast is that, you know, people always only know what you put online and the persona of the music that you create, and they have this image of you, but like we forget that there's a personal side to the person as well, that's just being a normal person. So we really appreciate you coming on tonight and just being yourself and kind of just, you know, showing your sense of humor and sharing an intimate story. So thank you for being vulnerable as well. And it was cool, you know what I'm saying? It was like we was just hanging out with the homie, and that's always very welcomed here. And we're gonna definitely let you guys know that how to, you know, follow you and how to, you know, proceed and what, you know, you're working on next. And like maybe we can have some of our listeners, you know, check out your page and see what's up.
Definitely. You can follow me on Instagram. You can either look up hashtag James Nino, specifically Boston's Finest 03, BOSTONS FINEST 03. Same with the YouTube, same with Twitter, but mostly Instagram. Coming up, the EP just released. I got a new single that's about to be finalized called Black Queen. We about to shoot the video. That's gonna be crazy. Miami's on smash. They already getting to know the kid, and it's just getting bigger and bigger every day. So I'm blessed. You know, I appreciate any opportunity and platform, but you know, I do present myself very serious. But this gave me definitely a comfortable space to be.
We love to hear things like that. We want you back though. You gotta come back here, continue with the messiness. We know you got some more.
Yes, and remember, every Monday we will be back to tell you our messiest stories. We might have a guest, we may not. We're always going to keep you guys on your toes. So the only way you're going to find out is if you make sure to subscribe and listen to us every single week because we'll have a great episode for you every week. Remember to follow me, show me at _ENT. I also will respond to you via the Messy Mondays IG.
We're now on Twitter. So start following us on Twitter. We're sharing out some tweets. We'll probably be watching some shows or listening to other podcasts or talking about this one on Twitter also. So follow us on Twitter, Messymondayspod.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Send us your email at messymondayspod@gmail.com. We want more messy stories and your thoughts on this one too. Comment, subscribe, listen, and share.
Make sure to follow Mr. James Nino. Tell him your IG again because we want to make sure to get people to follow you.
Again, you could catch me on the gram, Boston's Finest 03. Again, Boston's Finest 03. Just look up James Nino. The website's jamesnino.com. Listen, I really appreciate y'all for having me. We talked about a couple different things if you really think about it.
Thank you for joining us.
But that's what you got to do. You got to mix
come
it up
back,
a little
our special
bit,
guest.
Definitely support everybody out there listening. Make sure you listen every single week. I've been catching up myself. Shit get messy, I can tell you that.
Thank you for coming. And don't forget to be another special guest once again. We want you back.
Absolutely.
No problem.
And remember, it's Messy Mondays.